Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's tutorial. And in today's tutorial, we'll be learning how to make this beautiful spaghetti circle short two-piece, or how you want to describe it. And if this is something that you'd like to learn how to make, how to cut without wasting your time, let's just get right into the tutorial. So we're cutting directly on our fabric and we're starting with the upper bodice. And for the upper shirt, we're making it a cycle dress and we're cutting the back and the front together. Mind you, I don't have enough fabric. And if you do have enough fabric, please use enough for the upper side so it gathers very well and gives it more beauty. So we're just going to fold in an angular shape just as you see me doing, and then we're going to rule a line which is going to serve as our starting line, but taking the length of our top first, and then we're going to rule just as you see me doing. This automatically becomes our starting line. Now mind you, this line is supposed to have like your minus your sleeve, which is the strap sleeve. And then we're just going to, all I'm doing at this point is just to mark my top length. But at this point, like, I'd not even minus, but like I said, you are going to minus either it's an off shoulder, so automatically it's supposed to be minus 5 plus minus 5 to get the length of your top, or minus your strap, to get the length. So whichever way it works very well. So we're just going to mark to see what we have and what I had, plus 2 inches, which is going to be for folding. Please don't forget that. So after doing that, the next thing we're going to do is to start taking measurements. So when you minus your strap, you're just going to determine how you want your neck depth to be. Now, like I said, if you have so much fabric, like, you need to mark in a way that you can have enough gather with your chest line. So mine is 12 inches. So at this point, like, I marked the 12 inches, and then, which is 6, and then I added to have some little gather since I don't have enough, and you minus your strap again to get like your armhole depth, not really deep. And then we're going to make a curve which is going to give us our neckline. Don't worry, I haven't removed the armhole. I know I'm going to take that out. So we're just going to cut this out. This is for the upper bodies, so we'll just take this out. So like this, we've cut both the back and also the front together. So this is what we have. I'm just going to divide the sides since one of the sides actually closed. Now I'm just trimming at this point because sometimes after cutting this circle dress, like, it's always not that equal. So we'll just take this out. After doing that, this is all I have left for my fabric, and I'm going to see how I'll use this for my shorts. So we're just going to place unfold just as you see me doing. Now if you want your short to be very big, your upper round thigh measurement divided by 2, you just add 2 inch to it again. My short wasn't that big because I used exactly my round thigh measurement for the front and added allowance for the back. But if you want your short to be big, you just have to add, let's say, give or take, maybe extra 1.5 inches to your exact, you know um round thigh measurement, round upper thigh measurement. After doing that, we're just going to mark 2 inches, which is going to be for our folding. And then we're just going to roll just as you see me doing. After doing that, that is when we'll take our short measurement. And when you're taking your short measurement, don't be confused how I'm doing it. We're still minusing 2 again because there will be an elastic waistband for this. So we're just going to rule. I'm just trying to see how possible I can, manage what I have. So after ruling, we'll take our waist measurements divided by 4 plus 2 inch, and then minus 2 again to get our crotch line. You just do minus 2 to get your hip line plus 1.5. Now 1.5, it won't make it too saggy and too close to your V. So we're just going to take our upper round thigh measurement. I'm just taking the waist measurement there again so I can have a straight line. And then what I have on that crotch line there is my exact round thigh measurement. I'm coming up by 2 inch for my curve, and then I just make a curve. I didn't make a very deep curve. After doing that, I'm just still going to take -1 for my round thigh measurement to get the hem of my short. So I'm just going to roll this down just as you see me doing. Now the next thing, at the end of it, I just came out by zero point 0.5 so I can make a tiny angular shape. The aim of this is when you fold, that part will not be looking bent. It will just, enter straight. And then I came in by 2 inch. I went down by 7 inch. That is for our pocket. I'm taking this out immediately. And then we're just going to cut because we're done with the drafting or the cutting of the front part of the shirt and take out the pocket. So after doing that, I'm just going to fold again my fabric just as you see me doing, and then I'll place the front short on it just like so. But remember that we removed 2 inches for the pockets. So at this point, we are just going to add that 2 inches back to the back. Please don't forget that wasn't for shaping. We're just going to add that 2 inches back. If you don't add that 2 inches back, your short will be you're short of it. And I'm coming up by 1.5. Sorry, because the fabric is colorful. I'm sure you can see that, but I just came up by 1.5 or even 1 inch. And then I'm going to do 1 inch again from there and then just curve. But by the time I get to that crotch curve, I'm making it equal, the same for the back and the front. Then for the crotch extension for the back, I'm using 3 inches. Then after that, I'm adding 2 inch to it, 2 inches to it until the end part. And then we're just going to connect this just like so, as you see me doing. Now the same angular shape which we added for the back, if you remember, we're just going, I mean the front rather, we're just going to do the same for the back. This is just to make our folding to sit and to relax properly. And then we're just going to cut this out just as you see me doing, and we're done with the cutting of the back and the front. So we're just going to divide the sides and then we'll go over to the sewing. So now for the sewing, like I said, we haven't done our armhole depth, so I'm just placing them together again. So all you have to do, I'm just checking for my chest line there, and then I will just mark. And I didn't mark, but I just cut out. But you minus your strap and then take your armhole depth, so it will be very small. You see how small it is. So after doing that, the next thing we're going to do, we'll start with our shorts. So we're just going to go over to close our crotch line both for the front and the back, since there is no zipper, and then we'll add our pocket. I have so many pocket tutorials, so I didn't go in details for that. So this is what we have, and after doing this, we'll go over to our waistband. So the elastic I'm using is 2 inches. So we're just taking our exact waist measurement at this point, but because we're going to stitch together, we're just going to add about ½ inch to it. And for the elastic, you can as well remove 9 inch to your exact waistline, waist measurement rather, and then we're just going to hold together and then stitch the same way you stitch for the elastic. You're going to stitch for the band. So all we have to do now is to hide the elastic in by sewing and closing the mouth of the band so the elastic can be hidden inside. So this is what we have. So we just run about 2-3 stitch on top of it again. Now for the shorts, we're just going to place the back and the front together so we can add our elastic waistband. So this is the front. Like I said, I have pocket tutorials, and this is the back. So we just close the sides and also hem the down parts. After doing that, this is what we have. I've gone ahead to finish my elastic. So all I need to do, I want to notch 4 sides. So because our shirt has 4 sides already, like the front, the back, and also the 2 sides. So that's why I'm notching 4 parts, so it will be easy for me to keep my elastic even on all parts while I'm stretching and sewing. I have tutorials for this, other tutorials. So this is what it looks like. You can see how our shirt came out very beautiful. So I'm just taking off excess thread and we'll go over to the upper bodice. So for the upper bodice, we're just going to double fold the armhole so it becomes neat. For those who want to sew before putting your elastic, you can double fold. But after doing my armhole, I went ahead to also hem the down part of the top so it comes out neatly. And after doing that, the next thing is to introduce my elastic. I used this zero point 0.5, I be 0.75 yards inch elastic, and then I'm going to double fold and put this in. So for the strap, like for my strap, I used 17.5. You know, it has no joining, so on streets it's actually 17, but I added half inch to it, making 17.5. And then I went ahead to use the smoky thread to run like a center line for it, so it has that dangling effect. If you want to keep yours straight like that, so it's okay. So the parts we have close to the ample, that's where you're going to fix your strap. So you fix for the front. Mind you, the strap does not have like a joining at the center part, so you have to fix one side and fix for the back also, so it becomes very neat. So after doing that, this is what we have. You can see how dangling the strap is. It makes it look prettier. So after doing that, the next thing, I've stitched for the front, so we'll go ahead to stitch for the back. And we're almost done with this particular tutorial. Like, this is a beautiful outfit, like you can just wear anywhere. And then we go ahead to close the sides of it, and we are done with this tutorial. You can see how beautiful the top is. You can make this like a gown and all of that. So you can see what it looks like on me. Beautiful. If you have enough fabric, please use enough of it so that it become your top will be full and your shorts will also be big. But this actually came out, fine. This is something you can wear anywhere. Imagine wearing your wig and just strolling out. It comes out pretty. So thank you so much. If you have stayed to the end of this tutorial, please subscribe to my channel, turn on your notification, because amazing tutorials will be dropping here. For now, bye.